Aniela Ruiz has been covering Uvalde since the day of the shooting. She's in the main town plaza tonight. And Aniela, you found the town pretty divided now.
That's true. It is a very divided town. Some families wanting the families of the victims to move on from this terrible tragedy. But the families say they can't even begin the grieving process until they get some accountability or some kind of change to the state laws. May 24th, 2022, a day that put the city of Uvalde on the map for the world. A day where 19 innocent children and 2 teachers were killed inside their classroom at Robb Elementary. It's a day that has forever changed this town.
Do you remember exactly where you were when you got that call? Do you remember your feelings?
Jesse Rizzo, the uncle of Jacqueline Cázares, he says the pain for those who lost loved ones is still very real. Many of those families haven't begun healing.
It doesn't get easier on anybody, really, especially the parents.
That's because they're fighting not just for accountability for those officers who waited to enter the classroom, but also asking for change in gun laws.
You cannot allow the children's death or the teacher's death to be in vain.
The problem, not everyone here in town feels the same.
You hope that you get a lot of support, but in reality, you have people that will tell you when you run into them at the stores that they back you up, but they hardly ever come out.
Some people wishing they would just get over it.
Or people just basically would want to either ignore it, pretend like it never happened, or just wish that it would just go away. And that's heartbreaking, to be honest with you. It's heartbreaking because it could have been anyone's kid.
Despite it all, Jesse says he'll continue to attend every meeting.
To let them fight alone, it'll never happen.
He'll stand next to the grieving families through it all.
Because I still have hope. I'll always have hope.
Hoping that their deaths were not in vain.
Aniela, so much trauma, so much healing still needed in that community. What's being done 1 year later?
Well, some of the families were actually telling me that when they were taking their children to go see some mental health experts, that their kids were having to relive all this trauma every time they were going to these appointments. But we did sit down with a mental health expert to talk about this and what was going on and how they're hoping to resolve that issue. And we'll have that story for you guys coming up at 10. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
A very difficult and agonizing process, I'm sure. Aniela, thank you.